Hi, Paul.
Hello, Joanne. How are you?
I am good. Oh, you're in a hole. Hang on.
I'm in a hole. Let me try and call the others in now, okay? I'll try
I
and get
was
the
just
others.
talking to Reynaldo, so yes,
Okay.
please.
I'll call the rest of it. I'll call everybody else in. Great. Let's.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, and we just try and get everyone in. Okay. Add. I'll add Carlos. Add.
Hello.
Hi, Randall.
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Joanne, the rehearsal director from Phoenix.
Yes, yes. That's great. That's great. So, are you ready to enter into this wild frontier of the internet?
Yes, very, very excited. I know the
Yeah,
dancers are really raring to go. So yeah,
that's great. That's
and
great.
especially for
Yeah.
me because I'm such a technophobe. This is
Ah,
a good way to kind of hopefully get over those nerves.
yeah. I'm sure that will be the case.
Okay,
So
I'm just.
you're in the, where are you, Randall?
I'm in Washington, D.C.
Oh, wow. What time is it?
It is 3:30 in the afternoon.
Ah, 7:30 here.
Yeah, we
Hi.
just have a 4-hour time difference right now.
Ah,
Hello,
bam, bam,
Alabama.
bam.
Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Randall.
Is is uh is Carlos with us as well?
Yes, he should be. I spoke to him about 7 o'clock. Is he not
He's in the
picking up?
call. I just want to just double check. Let me just have a look. Uh,
Oh, no, he's there.
oh, you are there, Carlos. Okay, good.
So it's just Reynaldo we're missing, Paul.
Okay. Yeah, I noticed he was online.
Yeah, because I was just talking to him when you were
Yeah.
calling.
Try again.
Martinez.
Hey, I'm ready. Got my screen, my camera.
So where are you all located?
I'm in Manchester. The dancers are in Leeds.
Oh, okay. All right.
Right, Dane's trying to call me, but I can't. He hasn't. Let me try and find Dane as well. Okay, let me add Dane. Who have we got in?
Everybody's here.
Everyone's here.
Yeah.
Ronaldo, your picture looks very good, very clear. I think Carlos, you seem to have frozen. Alabama looks
Yeah,
pretty
Carlos
clear
is
at the
frozen.
moment. Now, you're still setting up, are you? You're just
Yeah,
okay.
sorry.
Okay. Now I noticed that Ronaldo's putting the green screen on the stand.
Oh,
I think we were going to have the green screen on the floor, Ronaldo. That was
on
the
the
idea.
floor.
The idea was to have the
You
green
don't
screen
read
on the
the email
floor.
I sent you to.
I
Oh,
think.
people don't read email anymore.
No, they don't,
That's
Randall.
that's
Especially
so
people
20th
under the age
century.
of 20.
So let me try and, whilst you're doing that, I'll try and bring you into Skype, into the mixer, okay? So you can see my picture coming back to you, I think. But let me try and get the picture. Um, it says unknown bot joined. I don't know who that is. Okay, bear with me. Let me try and get you into here. That's what I'll try and do next.
This just naturally brings the kid out in me.
I hear the ocean.
sounds like it. Ah. Oops. Let me try and call you again. Oh, I'm back. I had a problem.
I was wondering, Paul, if you were at the beach.
No, not today. No, I was the other day, but not right now. The beach hasn't come that close to me yet. It's on its way, I'm sure. Now then, I just want to see why my Skype is, for some reason, my preferences. Yes, that's very strange. For some reason, you all there still? Sorry, I kept going there, backwards and forwards. I've got a small issue with my NDI. It likes to keep switching off at the moment. I don't know why. So what I'll do is I'm going to I'm actually going to end the call, and then I'm going to start it again, and I'm going to start my NDI up first because it seems to be keep switching off, but I don't know why. I've had that problem before, but I think when I started my Skype
Paul,
call,
what is it about it that's not working? Because I see everybody.
yeah, the NDI feature in Skype is not switching on. In the settings, and when I switch it on, it kicks me out of the meeting when I switch it on.
Oh, I see.
So I think I've got to end the meeting and then start NDI and then start the meeting again. Is that all right?
Sure.
So if you want to leave this meeting now, I'll call you back. Okay? Did you get that? Okay. All right. I'm going to end the meeting now. Okay, Randall, I'm just going to try and call the others in now, okay?
Yep.
Hi, Carlos, you're back again. Okay, let me try and get the rest of them in. You just double check my NDI is now working. Obviously, if you don't have the NDI switched on before you enter the call, you can't switch it on afterwards.
Yeah.
Very frustrating. Hi, Dane, you're there as well. Perfect. I thought you a minute ago. It's just still calling Joanne. Let me try and get Alabama in as well. Who have I got? Have I got everybody here? I've got. Yeah, I can see everyone coming into my network feed now on here. That's great. Okay. Excellent. Good. Ronaldo's here. Is Ronaldo here? No.
Doesn't look like her.
Okay. Okay, are you guys set up yet? Do you want to carry on getting set up with your cameras and your green screen on the floor?
I'm ready though.
Which camera are you going to be working from then? Which camera have you got set up?
I've got the webcam in the top.
Okay, great. And do you want to switch to that webcam so we can see it?
Yeah.
Let's have a look how that looks. And how about your video light? You got that set up as well? How are you doing, Alabama? Have you got your video feed? Okay, Ronaldo's in as well. Excellent. I think we're all here. Apart from Joanne. I've lost Joanne now. Can't see Joanne anymore.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
And see.
Let's get Joanne in. Let's get Joanne in there as well. Is Dane still here? Dane, your microphone is muted if you are speaking to me. I don't know. Are you here, Dane? Yeah, I think you are. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic.
Yes, Paul, hi.
Great. Just wait. I think Joanne is going to come back in as well. Okay, I can start to see that your feeds are coming through onto my video now, so I can start bringing you into my. Can you see my feed that I'm sending back to you? I mean, I'm on a big hole here. You can see that, can you?
Yep.
Excellent. Let me start trying to bring you into the mixer then. Okay, that's the next step. Okay. So who have I got first? Who have we got here? I'll take myself off actually. Let me just go back into this one. That's Joanne. I won't have Joanne in it. Sorry, Joanne. I'm going to put some just trying to find the dancers at the moment. Let's see who I've got here. I think this might be it. Who's this? Who have we got here? Excellent. Is that Carlos?
Yeah.
Hi, Carlos. Let me just make you a bit bigger. Which camera have you put your I can't set your camera size until you change the camera feed to the Logitech camera. Sorry? What was that, Ronaldo? Sorry, Carlos. I'm sorry.
The webcam on is in my screen, but not in. Yeah.
Is it not coming up on your? Does it not come up on your Skype? Can you not change it to change the webcam on Skype?
Oh, right.
I think in your Skype settings, your audio and video settings on Skype, you have to change your webcam. Just while you're doing that, I'll go to somebody else. In the mix. So just take you off for a minute. Let me try and get, who's this one? That's, now I've got Alabama in there. That's good. Okay, let me just change that and just rename you so I can see who you are. Okay, wonderful. And last but not least, I'm going to try and bring Ronaldo in here now. Okay, that's Ronaldo there, yeah? Is there? I appreciate you might not have an extension cable, but if there's anybody you can put your laptop on a chair or something, or on a stool, maybe it might reach then. Is it still not near enough? I might have to try and bring the frame down slightly, maybe. I'm not sure. Let me just go back to Carlos. So Carlos, is your video? Have you managed to get your webcam working yet? Your Logitech cam?
Yeah. Here we go.
Okay, I'm not getting your webcam, Carlos.
Yeah, I can see it now on my what?
I don't think you're sending a video, Carlos.
Now?
Okay,
there it
okay,
is.
there you go. Got you now. Good. Okay, let's try and make that bigger now. It's coming in very small, but okay. So you want to try and position that camera so it's at the sort of same angle as your screen. You know what I mean? The green screen. So you get the green screen nice and square in it. Okay, and then you're going to need to. So have you got like a stool or something, or a bed, or some kind of table? Have you on the green screen for your, so you can position your? Is that for your laptop, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's presumably because the cable's not quite long enough to get to the laptop, I guess.
Well, but I don't have too much space in here, really. It'd be like to the floor.
Yeah, you probably could lower your frame a little bit so it gets a little bit, so you can actually zoom it in if you like, if you know what I mean. I can see Alabama's done. So why don't you zoom? Why don't you try and lower your frame, lower your camera so you get just the green screen on the, so it's just the green screen, and not the surrounding area of the room. I'll go to Alabama and we'll have a look at how Alabama's getting on. Okay, let me change your screen size as well. I notice yours is coming in quite slow, quite small as well, but I'll make you bigger. But there you go, Alabama. That's good. Yeah, that's not bad. That's good. Let's try and key you as well. Okay, Alabama. That's good. That's looking good. It's coming together.
I'm just covering the stands.
Okay.
with the
Okay.
screen,
Okay.
the screen underneath.
Yep. Yep. Great. Okay. That's great. That's great. That's looking good. So how is let's look at Ronaldo and see how you're getting on. Okay, Ronaldo, you've got the camera above you. That's good. Let's try and get you the right size. Okay. So again, what you want to try and do, we're trying to get just the green area on the screen. Keying's working quite well. Have you all got your video lights working?
Yeah.
Okay. Now there is a little program you can actually change. You can actually zoom your Logitech. There's a little. You can download a little program called Camera Settings, and you can actually zoom and control your camera quite well, and it allows you to move it around and zoom it quite successfully.
That Paul, but and I cannot send this.
Who's that? Is that Carlos talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay, Carlos. What was the problem? I think you're frozen there, Carlos. Oh no, you're back now.
So I had got talking about before.
Sorry. Carlos, what was that? You seem to have frozen. Um,
I was saying that I got the program, the
oh, did you?
camera.
The camera settings program, yeah? You've got that little program. So you can use that to zoom your camera as well.
Okay.
If you want to use it today. If not today, then for another time. But
Paul, I just wanted to say that Carlos's camera, his connection is choking a little bit.
yeah, I know.
And I'm wondering if he can change the resolution on his camera to, in case it's higher than 720.
It's possible. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where the settings are on the in Skype for that on the camera. Whether it shows you in Skype, whether you can change the settings of it. You should be able to in the camera settings program, I think. Let me just have a quick look. My camera's not working at the moment. I can't do it with everything else running at the moment. I couldn't tell you. But
Yeah,
it's
you can't do it in Skype, but maybe in the camera settings.
yeah, I can't actually open my camera settings because my camera's not on at the moment. So I'd have to. Well, let me just check with my Logitech camera. 1 second. Maybe I can bring that in. No, it's not having it. Okay, let's go back to Carlos. Let's just check Alabama, how Alabama's getting on. Okay, let me fade you in, Alabama. That's looking good. Just take a bit more green out of there. Are you using your video light, Alabama?
I'm just trying to turn it on now.
Yeah, do you want to turn your video light on? I mean, that's great. If you just turn your video light on and just sort of project it, just sort of have it near your stand and see how it looks. Whether you can. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, that's not too bad. That's good. Let me try and bring Ronaldo in as well. How are you doing, Ronaldo? Have you got your camera on? Your light on, sorry.
Yeah.
You have. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Now it might be that maybe you're. I'm wondering if is it very close to the light? Maybe it could move back a little bit. It's quite a hot spot on your light there. Okay, okay. Okay, let's just try and bring Carlos in as well and see how Carlos is doing. Carlos is frozen again. I'm not quite sure why. Your camera input is it's quite pixelated, your picture, Carlos. Do you have anything else running on your internet at the moment, Carlos?
Yeah.
Are you all connected with an Ethernet cable or are you on Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi.
You're on Wi-Fi. Carlos, you're on Wi-Fi. How about Alabama and Ronaldo? Are you on Wi-Fi or Ethernet?
I think I just plugged in the Ethernet.
Okay, okay, you should be on Ethernet, and that would explain why your picture looks a lot better.
Okay. I only just plugged it in.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if it. I've never used one before. So.
Well, your picture is looking at the moment much better. If you just want to move back a little bit, the others can see that the difference actually is quite considerable already. You can see that. Now, I mean, in a sense, what Alabama's got looks very close to what we're trying to get. I mean, what you'll try and have to do, I noticed there's a lot of there's some bits of the green screen is not quite on the floor. It would help if you have like a bit of duct tape or tape to try and stretch out the green screen onto the floor to make it nice and flat. That would help, but that looks good. It's a little bit dark on one right hand side. I'm not quite sure why that is, but it's like an area that's covered, not covering the green, and picking up a bit of floor as well on yours.
I think that's her shadow.
Bottom right, just there. Oh, you might not. Can you see it on the?
See, it's
gone
now.
now. Yeah.
It's her shadow.
I think. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. And how about your top left corner, Alabama? What's that looking like? It's a little bit on there as well.
This side?
Yeah.
That's the sofa.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, you need to just turn it a little bit anti-clockwise, I think. It's looking good though. It's looking better. The quality is looking better. I mean, the quality is looking better. Let's check your green screen. Yeah, you just need to just rotate your camera slightly, I think, Alabama, just so you get the screen right on the area. How's just while you're doing that, I'll go and check Carlos as well. How's he doing? Yeah. Carlos, your green's looking good, I think. I mean, there's a little bit of a black corners are missing. Carlos, do you have an Ethernet cable?
Yeah, but my computer doesn't have a port for that.
It doesn't. What sort of laptop have you got, or desktop?
Macintosh.
Oh, do you need an adapter for it or something?
I think so, yeah.
An Ethernet adapter. Okay. Okay, see how Ronaldo's getting on. Okay, Ronaldo, that's looking good. All right, that's looking much better. There's a bit. I've got a lot of your on the right hand side. There's quite a bit missing still. It's still a bit green. Not quite sure why that is. Is that the green screen? Have you got how much green screen have you got spare on the right on the one side? I don't know whether you've got more. Do you know what I mean? If there's kind of like more. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Let me try and bring in that. Yeah. Okay. So Carlos, you don't have an Ethernet cable? You can't plug an Ethernet cable in?
At the moment.
No. Right. And what would you need to do that? And maybe we need to just have a quick catch up. Well, let's see what cables you need. Oh, look, Carlos, do you need an Ethernet adapter? What sort of MacBook is it you've got?
I don't know. bought it 2 years ago. I don't know. No idea.
Okay, that's better quality. Okay. Yeah. Let's try and take you out. How are you all doing? I think so. Okay, so let's just go back to let's just see how Alabama is set up. So Alabama, what you've got your light on there. Your light looks quite strong, quite sort of as though it's quite close. I don't know whether there's a way of moving back slightly with your light. Maybe your light needs a little bit more. I don't know whether you could try and even bounce it off the ceiling. Perhaps it might. Sometimes that helps. So point it directly right up onto the ceiling. See if it bounces off the ceiling. Maybe the room is quite. You know, if it's quite a small space, it's going to cause a lot of. If it's very close.
Is that better?
Yeah, I think so. Let's have a little look. See what else I can do with that. Yeah, that's good. Let me just take off Ronaldo's background. That's better. I can just see you for a moment. So that's good. Let's just take you down. I'm just going to try and trim you a little bit on the edges of your chroma key. Yeah, that's pretty good. Do you want to just roll around in the middle there for a minute, just in the hole? Let's see what you're doing. Yeah, that's not bad. I've got quite a lot of. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Yeah, great. Okay. Yeah, is that so? Is your light now bouncing off the ceiling? Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a lot more diffused. It gives a much better light. I think your green screen is looking good. It'd be even better if it was nice and tightly stuck down to the floor. Do you know what I mean? But for now, it's fine. But I think doing it again, just to try and get it absolutely stuck down to the floor. There's a little bit on the left I can see that's not quite there, but it doesn't matter now.
I think because I'm putting it over the legs. So
Yeah, probably. Of the stand, you mean? Of the actual stand?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
But I'd be more length at the top of the stand.
Got you.
So that I don't have to cover the stand.
Yeah, got you. Okay, well that looks pretty good. I like that. That looks great. So keep that there. What do you think, Randall?
I just turned my microphone back on. Can you go back to the? Can you get rid of that room mode, or whatever it's called?
What's that?
It's
What room mode are you in?
Well, I'm seeing these slabs of cement.
Oh right, you've got it in Skype. You mean? I think you just have to go to pick the screen you want. I don't know why that's coming up like that. What we're looking at is my
together mode.
It's my feed. It's my feed you want to look at. My feed, yeah. The one I'm sending to you is the one you want to try and pin. So
that's what I had, but it somehow switched by itself. So which one is it? I see grid, speaker
Oh, hang on.
view.
I think I've lost Alabama. She's gone. you need to. Oh, Alabama, are you there?
Yeah.
That's strange. I seem to have lost you there. Don't know why.
Very tiny little black hole.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Something's happened to your picture. Did you lose? Did you open another program or something, or did something happen?
No.
Okay, let's try again. Okay, you're back on there now.
There's two of them.
And I've got Ronaldo on there as well. There's two of you there. Randall, can you see the picture now in Skype? It should be my feed that's coming back to you in Skype.
So there are a number of views.
Yeah.
Which view should I be using?
Do you know what? I can't go to. If I go to Skype, it screws up. You want to look at my picture. It's my image that you really want to be looking at.
Well, I have what's called speaker view. Yeah, okay. I think I have the right one now.
So my feed back is the main feed you all want to be looking at. If you can look at that feed. That's the main feed you want to be looking at.
Yeah, it's called speaker view.
Okay, great, thank you. And how do you then, if it's in speaker view, how do you then assign me to that?
Yeah, I don't know how you pin it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's switching around like Zoom does.
Yeah, how do you get around that?
I'm not really sure. I'll do a little search, see if I can figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
Oop. I don't know if you can do that. You can switch the view, but it doesn't say anything about pinning it like you can in Zoom.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I did a search and all I get is how to switch views, but nothing about pinning the view.
Yeah. Can you all see the picture very well? Is it very difficult to see it? Because it's only a very small image, is that right?
Paul, I think if everybody mutes their microphones and you're the only one talking, that might be one way to pin it.
Oh, okay. Okay. That might be difficult for me to communicate with you. Okay. Could try that as well. Obviously, when there's just two people linked into it, it makes it easier because then you're not all seeing. You're only seeing the image I'm sending to you. So basically, just want it's basically want to have it that it's just the image that I'm sending to you is the only image you want to look at. You don't want to look in the. It suddenly throws up things like together mode pictures and things like that.
Yeah, it was switching by itself.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I didn't know what was going on. I thought you were doing that.
No, it's not me. So Carlos, I bring Carlos in as well, all right? Now how about I try and just try and move you, just going to try and copy and paste you a little bit around. Let me just put you into there, paste. And I'm going to copy Alabama. Okay. So let me just put this on here. I'm going to take those ones off. We're just going to have I have Alabama on the front, but I'm going to take off Carlos and put Carlos behind, or Ronaldo. Maybe have Ronaldo behind. Ronaldo, you're in the hole. And Carlos and Alabama, you're above the hole. Okay, I think Carlos, you've frozen again. You moving, Carlos? Okay. I hope you're getting my main picture now. Okay. Okay. I have to take Carlos off for a minute because I can't actually. There's nothing moving with Carlos. But Ronaldo, I can see you there. You're kind of in the hole. Can you see that? Are you getting a sense of this of something to play with here?
No, I can see myself on top of the stairs.
Okay, let's take this out. Let's try a different background. Let's try something else. There's another hole. How's that?
I still can't see the hole.
You can't see it very well. Okay, I think it's because in Skype it's jumping around and it's showing you different. It's not actually showing you the output you want to be looking at. The image is the image from me, the image I'm sending. So what I'm trying to get here is a way that you can actually all see the same image of yourselves composited together. And the screen I'm looking at, the screen we're outputting, it looks with just Alabama and Ronaldo. That looks very good. The quality. You see, Alabama's just massaging your back there. Can you see that, Ronaldo? You're getting a foot massage. There you go. Now you see. So you're getting a sense of how you might want to try and play.
Paul, can you put Ronaldo inside the hole, and then so Alabama is reaching down?
I did have that a moment ago. Let's have a little look. We can do that one. And let's just put Ronaldo. I'll just change. There's Carlos there. Okay, let's just take Ronaldo here and put Ronaldo up there. Okay. Oh no, hang on. Other way, wrong way around. Sorry. Let's put Ronaldo there. There you go. Can you see that?
That's very nice.
Can we see your face, Ronaldo? Okay.
Because my camera's quite low down.
Yeah. Once I take out the hole, I can bring you to the top again, do you see? Now I can bring you back up to the top of the hole. Now you've got out. Now you're out of the hole. Yeah, I don't know why Joanne can only see the steps at the moment. I think it's to do with the screen arrangement on Skype with the image that's coming back to you.
There's a bit that has like
There's some kind of weird together mode thing that keeps putting you into a together mode situation on Skype. I don't know why that is. It's very annoying. That's very hard. I can't actually go into Skype myself to look at it. I'm only looking on the mixer, but the minute I go into Skype, it starts to knock out all the settings I've set up here. But what are you doing? I mean, Ronaldo and Alabama playing there. That's working very nicely.
That's really interesting to see how they're interacting, and that we know that they're not together, but it's quite amazing how seeing them work together like that. It's fantastic.
Maybe Ronaldo, you can make a bridge for Alabama to walk over that hole. What do you think? If you stretch over it. That's nice. Can you walk over that now, Alabama? What do you think? Yeah, just try not to. That's great. Just take the weight there, take the strain, and then you okay, Ronaldo? All good? Excellent. Don't fall in the hole though. Very nice. I've got other ones I can play around with. This is quite a nice hole as well. Try this one too. Oh, now you're on the stones. But there might be a hole that appears. Oh. So it's quite difficult for you to look at the image, I guess, to see the image that's coming back to you. I mean, I'm actually recording all of this, and I can send you the recording, but it looks the recording is looking very good, and it's absolutely no problem at all with the recording of it. There you go. Now you're starting to play. One more hole for you. Here's a new one. This looks a very unpleasant hole. I'm not sure what's down there. Can you stand inside the hole? Can Alabama stand inside the hole? Yeah. What do you think? I mean, if anyone's got any more suggestions on what you might want to try, please just try and make suggestions and thoughts about what you might want to try out. The keying is working okay. It's not too bad, and the quality on Ronaldo and Alabama's picture is very good. I'm struggling with Carlos. Carlos is gone actually. I can't see Carlos at all on here. I think I've lost Carlos in the call.
Because we don't have markings on the actual green screen, it's a bit difficult to read without having to look at the computer screen because we don't know where the proximity of the holders are.
Normally what you would do, if you have a larger screen, it often helps. You have a bigger screen, so you can actually see, like in the corner, you can look up just to the corner of your eye and see a bigger screen, and then you can navigate yourself much better because you have a screen to look at that's much bigger. Obviously the laptop screen is very small, so if you had a kind of TV screen linked to it, you would be able to see your body in the screen, and if it was full screen, of course, that would help. Obviously we need to look into that, why Skype is not giving us a single screen kind of output, which is really what we want. I can try and look into that. Now, okay. You want to try one more with that hole there? Let's just try this once again and see what we're doing here. How this works. Let me try and do the other way around. Maybe I'll try. I'll put Alabama in there, and I'm going to put Ronaldo up here. There you go. Oh. There you go. Is Carlos back? I get Carlos in here as well. Oh. There you go. Are you looking at the screen, Ronaldo? Can you see what can you see in the screen? Does it help if you look to the screen?
Yeah.
Or are you working are you sort of working Joanne said she can't see anything. I don't know why that is. I'm not quite sure. Joanne, you can't see anything in Skype at all. Is it not coming out? My feed back to you.
Joanne, make sure that you have selected speaker view in the drop down menu near the middle of the top of the screen.
Okay, let's just try this again. There's something else here. Maybe we have I'll just come back. I'll go back to Skype actually and talk to you in Skype. I think it might be easier. I'm going to bring my picture back in. Okay, can you see me?
I see you.
Let's go back to Skype. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. This screen, this is very difficult with this switch audio to Paul's AirPods. No. Just trying to look at the issue of the video and why the video is not coming in properly to you. I don't want together mode. I want see full video feed. No. How do we get rid of this together mode? Very annoying. Speaker view, grid view, window, float, enter full screen. Enter full screen. No, we don't want that. Does that help? You go to full screen. Speaker view. Ah, right. Okay. When I go to speaker view, I can see a picture of Randall.
Yeah.
And I wonder how I can now change that to the person I want to see. So if I wanted to then see,
I don't think you can. I think it's like Zoom where it just picks up who's ever talking.
yeah. Okay, and if I see, so if everyone, who else was okay, let me just go back to this. Okay. Okay, all right, I think we're getting close to with our hours up, I think. I think one of the things is it's obviously really going to help if you get your laptops connected up with an Ethernet cable. I think you can see the difference that Alabama's picture was very good. Ronaldo, are you on a Ethernet cable as well to your router?
I'm not.
You're not. Okay.
Because Alabama's on it.
Oh, I see. Because okay, you're in the same place, aren't you? Okay, in different rooms, but the same place. I see.
Yeah. Unless they could get a really, really, really long one, and then Ray could get one all the way up to his room.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that is a possibility. We can get very long ones. They can be quite long, and that'll be fine. Carlos, I think I'm not quite sure, but your bandwidth was dropping quite badly.
Right.
But I think it will help if you're connected with an Ethernet cable. But are you sharing your network with anything else in your home? Is anything else running?
Well, yeah, I'm not sure, but I don't think so.
No one's watching movies or something.
You know, the other thing you can do if you don't have the adapter or the Ethernet cables is put your computer as close as possible to the router. The less distance there is between the router and the computer, the more effective the wireless will be.
Okay.
Yeah, that would help. But I'm not quite sure why it's why we can't get. So the basic thing is just to try and use speaker view. Is that right? Speaker view.
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it. And then what I could do, you see, if I was sending out audio like music or something from my Resolume, from my mixer, that would take the full view all the time. So all you would see is that one, because it'd be the constant sound coming back. So it'd probably override it and send it back to you.
Well, you know, my suggestion is that when they're actually rehearsing, and if they don't need to talk, they should just mute their microphones, and then I think it would stay fixed on your screen.
Mm-hmm. So, for example, now Alabama's screen size has just gone back to. Oh, no. Hang on, why is that? I think that's just because I'm on there. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why. When I go back into Skype, I tend to lose your. No, that's not right. Oh, that's right. Okay. No, okay. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Oh, you are the right size there. Not quite sure why it's gone out the other one, but never mind. Yeah, I mean, if I'm sending this picture back to you, you should be able to see this now, yeah? So, have I got Carlos there now? Let's see what's happening. So, you've gone... Okay, Carlos, you're back on your other camera now, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So what? That looks a bit like it's better quality now. Do you know what the issue was with the camera?
No idea.
No. Okay.
It could be the resolution of the two different cameras.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I tried before and it was working pretty well, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Paul, I think that external Logitech camera could very well be outputting 1080, but the internal Facebook FaceTime camera is always 1280. I mean 720.
Yeah, it could well be. You should be able to check to change it. I'm just looking at your picture. I mean, the picture from Ronaldo is pretty good. And so Ronaldo and Alabama, you're on the same network, but you seem to have it's a pretty good quality picture that's coming in. I'm having to straight up. I mean, normally, it's not. I think Skype would only send me what it. I mean, they're quite often all these images come in at much lower resolution than 1920 anyway. So when I actually come in on Carlos's picture, when it actually comes into the mixer, I can see I have to scale it up anyway to 1920.
But even last time, my computer was working really well.
Yeah.
While we were in the studio.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it was looking really good. I mean, I think that you're on the threshold of having some interesting ideas, about playing, behind and in front and sort of interacting, and there are ways to kind of lose somebody into the hole and then have them come back. My suggestion would be to think about all the different variations that you can come up with in terms of movement and interaction between the performers to make that whole kind of an articulation point.
So what do you want? Do you want to try something out? I mean, we're going to try and meet again. We're going to meet again on Wednesday. So what could we try? What would you want us to try and do? What else do you want to try and explore here? We could try and do something else for Wednesday with other kind of environments or backgrounds. I mean, if you could just get set up in advance and get your green screens nice and tight on the floor, and make sure your camera view is just of your green screen. Maybe bounce the light off the ceiling. Try and get it really nice and stretch the green screen. We could go straight into it and do some really nice tests and get some really good, interesting things going. I can see it's working with Ronaldo. Carlos, we need to just work on your internet connection a little bit. Figure out what's going on there. I think that's probably a bandwidth issue. I think more than anything else. But if we can try and solve these problems, you could try and develop a little piece with this. What do you think? I mean, do you want to try? Last time you mentioned the hole, so we got you a hole. What else can we do? What else could you imagine doing in this scenario as a kind of choreographed piece? What could it be about? Is there some kind of story you want to try and tease out here? Do you think? Maybe, Dane, Joanne,
like
go on. Yeah, Carlos, go on.
A kind of library where it gets really busy and you can take objects from the wall.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah, okay. It might be. I was wondering whether you might want to stick with the idea of the above camera kind of view. I think what else you could play with that kind of ground aerial view of something, or do you want to explore that a bit further first?
Yeah.
What else could we try? I mean, just trying to think what else you might want to try and explore.
Like up on the top of a building.
Yeah.
Say the other building. I don't really know.
Yeah, no. I could play with something like that. I could do tops, the sort of stepping stones or stepping across things, and so you're playing with a kind of sense of falling and some kind of void. So there's a sense of moving on these things. It's very nice when Ronaldo made a kind of human bridge across the hole, but maybe there's other things you could try and play with.
I have a question for the group. Do you all work together to choreograph your pieces, or is there somebody in the group that serves as the choreographer?
We're working together as a team at the moment.
Yeah. So it's all collaborative. Yeah. So that's your process. You basically develop ideas together, and then you try them out, collectively. Is that the process?
Yeah,
perhaps
it's part of the...
would it be interesting to have a few different options of different scenarios that could be trialed out to see what elicits the most interesting response? Like the whole initially when Ronaldo was underneath and Alabama was above and they were reaching down towards each other, that interaction, there was a moment of magic there. And I think maybe, I don't know, Paul, in terms of creating different environments, are you able to have a few different options that we could see what works the best in terms of physical interactions and some type of narrative within the space.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, we can do that, Dane. I mean, I'm happy. I mean, I think Alabama mentioned something about rooftops and across
That sounds
buildings.
interesting. Yes.
We could really play with things like that. I could try and find some of those kinds of things to work with. I mean, obviously, scale is quite tricky because you're not. I can't get you. I can, of course, make you smaller. I can scale you down, but you won't have the whole screen to work it, and you'll have a smaller part of the screen. But you could be. I could crop you and make them all smaller in here.
Yeah, I think that would be good so that we get different depths.
Okay. I can play around with
The
that.
only way this can be tried out is the only way we can practice this all together in the sessions in the evening.
I can do it anytime. But I think I understood.
No, just in terms of the scenarios, like, are you able to send through some options beforehand that we can look at
Oh, I see.
to prepare?
Yeah,
before,
sure. I
just
can
to have
send
a
you.
look at some options.
Absolutely, I can send you some images. You can look at those, and I can give you a sense of what you might want to try and explore with it. And then you can.
Yeah, I was just going to say, my suggestion is that the 5 of you, the 6 of you, start sketching out some narrative ideas as a starting point, and then we could come up with imagery to help you execute those ideas. But I think if the ideas could come from, I mean, you've already got this amazing idea of the hole in the ground, and so where do you want to take that? I mean, is there kind of like a larger narrative that you can develop around that idea of the hole? And then once you have a bigger narrative, like, I mean, that's how Paul was able to come up with all these different hole shots, is because you had come up with that idea. So I think the best thing is for you to keep pushing that idea further, and then we can help support that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Sounds good.
Okay, so should we try? I mean, we're going to do some more. I mean, we could work a little bit further with this maybe on Wednesday, and I can try and get some more images to you before Wednesday about some other kind of. They're all kind of what we would call suspension of disbelief type images, aren't they? They're all sort of like as though you're falling down, or there's like a void or a hole, or they're all very sort of giving the sense of a kind of almost a virtual sort of abyss happening. There's that tension in that you're playing with, which is nice. So I can play a little bit, think a bit more about that, and think what we can do. I can certainly get a couple more kind of rooftop situations you can play with, but we can explore that a bit more.
I have a question. Do you guys ever work with Google Docs or some kind of shared document when you're working on a project? No?
Generally, we create work in the studio together. But what's your suggestion, Randall?
Well, I mean, since you're not together, yeah, to have some kind of a working methodology by creating a shared Google. Does anybody in the group know how to set up a Google document? And are you all able to access that? So if you set up a shared Google document, what I would suggest is that whenever anybody has a chance, you just throw out ideas on the document, and just use that as a kind of sketch pad, and then we can get immediate feedback because we can look at that document as well and share it with Paul, myself, and the rest of our team, and that way we can give you feedback between sessions about your ideas without having to do it during these fixed rehearsal times. And you might come up with a great idea, outside of a rehearsal, and if you can get it into that document, you can even sketch out ideas in your notebooks, and then you can take a photograph of that sketch and just upload it to the Google Doc. So that way you can also be incorporating visual ideas as well. How's that sound?
That sounds good, Randall. I think we can make that happen to assist the process.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, look, why don't we work towards that on for Wednesday? Is that okay? We'll try a little bit more then. And perhaps we wanted to do a little test. I think, Dane, you were going to help us with that.
Paul, I had to leave the office where I had my setup with the Ethernet cable.
Okay.
Yes, because the office closed just before 8, so I had to make my way home.
Yeah.
And at present, I'm just on a Wi-Fi signal, so I don't know. Does it require? Yes, well, I don't have the setup as I would have in the office now.
Okay. Well, I wonder whether.
Yeah.
I wonder whether.
I was gonna say,
go on.
Yeah, I was just going to say that we could just do it on Wednesday. I mean, we could just all jump in to Live to Air on Wednesday, and see how we can how well it works for all of you. I can only have 4 people at a time, 4 cameras at a time in Live to Air. But one thing that I can do is I can change your cameras. We have control over your cameras and your microphone and your speakers, everything. And that way, we can change the resolution on your cameras, because I think that was an issue with Carlos. And we can knock his resolution down on that Logitech camera, so it's 720 instead of 1080, and we can see how that works. So it'll be the first time that we've tried out the system with a group in the UK. I've been testing here in the US, and it's been working quite well, but we're still kind of working through it in the UK. But I think it would be great to test, and if for some reason we have problems, we could just switch back over to Skype. How's that sound?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I'm wondering whether, I noticed that because Alabama has a very good connection, whether there may be just a chance of trying it now. Maybe Alabama could have a quick go. Would that be a possibility?
Yeah.
What do you think, Randall? Do you want to try it quickly?
I'm game. If you want to try it, I only have an invitation set up for Dane right now, so I have to set one up for Alabama as well. I mean, Dane, you could join us if you'd like, and even because your wireless connection seems pretty good right now.
Yes.
So
what else would I need right now to do that?
Well, Randall will send you an email, and there'll be a link to a website. You just need to go to that website. You need to use, if you have Google Chrome, it would help. Do you have Google Chrome?
You need to have Google Chrome. And what, Dane, what is your default browser on your computer?
It's Safari.
Okay. So it's a little tricky to do this unless you can make Chrome your default browser. Are you on a mobile device?
Right now, yes, and I've got my computer open as well.
Oh, okay. Okay, great.
Okay.
Is there any possibility that you guys can make Chrome your default browser just for the next, few minutes? You know how to do that?
I don't know how to do that.
And Alabama, what browser is your default browser right now? Like when you click on a link, which browser comes up?
I think Safari. But I do have Chrome.
You have Chrome.
I don't know how to make it my default.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. You can always just copy the link and paste it into Chrome anyway, so that wouldn't be a problem.
Do you know how to? Well, the link is embedded into the invitation, so you have to do a control click and copy link. Do you know how to do that?
No.
Yeah, Paul, I think it would be. I would prefer to do this on Wednesday, because then I can give them a set of instructions, and they can be all ready to go with their browsers in the right mode and all of that.
Okay, all right, we'll try it on Wednesday then. But they'll need to try and. I think as long as you don't need to send them, you can send them a link that's not necessarily embedded as well, so they could just copy and paste it, couldn't they?
I can't. It has to be embedded because it's a dynamic link that's coming off of a server with an invitation just for them.
Just that individual.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, all right. So we need to figure out how they can do that with get that into their Chrome. They need to have Google Chrome installed then for the next session, yeah.
Yeah, but I can give you guys instructions for making Chrome your default browser. It's not that difficult, and that way when you click on the link, Chrome will open.
Would that be okay? Do you mind doing that? Changing your default browsers to Chrome.
That's okay.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
All right. Well, look, I've recorded today's session, so that's great. So we have a recording of it. So there were some nice moments there, and got a few more sessions to try and get something a bit more, a bit more together. But there's some really nice ideas emerging. We can certainly work on some of those environments and scenes and sets, and we can play a little bit more with that. What do you think? Is Joanne still there? Joanne
I
lost
am.
us completely.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Okay, good.
I think, also, Randall's point, we'll make sure that we have some form of narrative for Wednesday. It was something that we already spoke about, and we just need to have some time to kind of go over that. But yeah.
All right.
I think.
Can you share that Google Doc with us by tomorrow? Because then I can even put instructions on it. We could just use it as a, as a group document. So if somebody could make that Google Doc, and I'm going to put my my Google the right email for me in the chat. Somebody could copy that or save it. Save that. You know how to save the chat to? Oh, this is Teams. No, this is Skype.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll stay there. Don't worry. It won't go away.
I've got your email.
I get confused as to which platform. Are we in Zoom? Are we in Skype? What are we in?
Don't worry, Randall.
Okay.
I can send. I think Joanne and Dane have your email address anyway.
Yeah, I have a different email address for Google. So, but I just put it in the in the chat.
All right. Let's see how we get on with that. I think the important thing is to try and get some images and environments and some ideas together for the next for Wednesday. And we'd like to try out the live to air is the key thing I really want to try out, because that'll be a very different environment to this. This is a bit clunky using Skype, but it's a bit of a sort of a solution just to get you introduced to it. If you can, please get your arrangements set up in advance. That'd be a real help. We've done well to get it looking the way it is now, but a bit of tape on the corners will really help. Just tighten up the screen and that sort of thing. All right, I won't keep you. We've run over time. All right, thanks so much. I'll see you Wednesday at the same time. Is that okay?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take care, everybody.
Thanks,
Take
Randall.
care.
Thanks,
All
Paul.
right.
Bye.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Okay. Thanks, Randall. Do you have
Yeah,
do you have
yeah.
5 minutes? Can I call you? Should I call you on Skype on Teams or something?
Let's go back to Zoom.
Well,
Or why don't we just stay here?
Yeah. We can stay here. Everyone else is gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're in this crazy together mode thing. What the hell is that? Strange.
It is so weird. I thought that was one of your
No.
scenes.
Right. Let me just stop recording and stop streaming.